Hello, everybody. This is Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models. Okay, guys, we're gonna have live action number 4 on this RV6 Constitution. Off camera, I have it all sanded down and all primed. It still needs a little spotting out in some areas right there. I got to spot out some filler across here and there in some areas, and just repeat the process until it's completely finished. At the same token, I'll go ahead and put the cockpit on there and mask it off, and go ahead and fill in the cockpit to the edge of the opening to the fuselage opening. And this thing is a heavy airplane. Now, we can spot that out later on. I was taking this thing last night, and I was checking it, and I'm debating, and I'm thinking I'm going to follow my best interest. This wing section is like that of the Globemaster C-124 I had. It comes the bottom half and top half. Now, look at this wing right here. It looks like an old mother hen right there. Her wings spread out, protect her little chicks. Looks like that of a B-52. But I imagine at flight, the wing will straighten up like this as it picks up the air. I've seen pictures of the Constitution that show that. There's one thing bad about these resin kits. They got to have reinforcement in these wings. So using sheet plastic I have here, I will make some spars all the way from the panel, the brake panel right here, which is scored right there. You can see it's a little score line there. From there, this way, shaped like tapered shape. I'm gonna put two of them, one here and one there. And I'm gonna put a big one across here, one right there. And that will pull that wing down straight, because that's the problem I have with the C-124. When I looked at it, with both wings joined, that's a good fit there. You can still see a little bit going down this way. If I put the spar in, it should bring it up more or less like this. It'll straighten it out more. That's what I'm going to go for. So we're going to do that together on live action. Because I can go ahead and say, well, screw it. I'll put it together and say, okay, it's got a big long wing and it sags a little bit because of the weight value to it. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and put a spar in anyway. I think it'd be a good idea. Something I will not regret later. Because like I say, these resin kits are they're quite different opposed to plastic and wood. And they got to be treated as such. Now, here's another problem you're going to run into. After you put footing on the fuselage of this hull, it's always good to take some sandpaper like this and scuff the whole damn thing off. Scuff it up real good. Not the big ridges in it. Take some 320 wet and dry trimite paper, sandpaper, wet and dry paper, and scuff out the hull. Then you take some Joy soap or liquid soap and wash all the oil off it. Because you apply that primer on it, it's gonna go, it'll separate, be like that effect of water and gasoline mixed together. You see little effects of where it's stuck. A lot of it, no, that's because you got petroleum products. And so a lot of people say they have a problem with the paintwork of resin models. I haven't had a problem yet because I attacked the problem before it rises to a situation that's going to be a lost time of effort or something should be done while you build it. So it's always good to scuff up the styrene, sand the whole thing down until it's sanded, it's scuffed. Because when that primer hits it, it's got some grab ass to it. It's got to have grab ass. If you don't, you put your paint, you put the primer on there. Even if you don't scuff it up, go ahead and prime the whole thing like this without washing that oil off it, and just work that primer until it sticks together. You put a tape on it, masking like you're going to make a cheat stripe or something. You pull the tape out, and you pull all the paint out the resin. You go, oh my God. You're going to get so mad you're going to chuck the thing and never buy one again. So save yourself a headache and hair pulling. Always scuff up this airplane. Scuff it up and go ahead and wash it with some soap and water. So it's all completely bone dry. Then go out there and put your primer to it, and you'll have no problems with the paint pulling off. So that's another problem you got to face when you're dealing with resin. That's called preparation for paint work. You don't want to pull your paint off. You want to make sure it's on there, stuck on there. And you got, like I say, you got to add spars to the wings to bring them up because that C-124 Glowmaster. Now I've seen Glowmasters on the tarmac. I even flown one on my first airplane I flew from Fairfield, California, Travis Air Force Base, all the way to Clark Field, the Philippines, on a C-124. And I remember seeing on the tarmac, and its wings were straight. They weren't bowed down like a B-52's wing without regular landing gear supporting it. So it's always good. Don't be bashful. Get yourself some sheet styrene, because these things, as good as this kit really is, it's truly a beautiful kit. It goes together very well, but it has no locating pads for the fuselage, so you got to butt them up very close together, or you're supposed to. You just glue little sections at a time, let it dry, using acrylic glue, and you'll be on your way to San Jose, and it's going good. Now, here's another option you can do. Since this is a big airplane, there's an option. If you're going to make a scale airplane, it's going to be a showpiece, something like this. Uh, you got to get the wings in. It's got two alignment pegs, and they fit inside these holes right here, just like this. There. It fits very good. Now, see, look at that wing right there. See how it bows down? Once you get that spar in, it'll bring it up like this. It'll look like it's supposed to. But what you can do, you can make these wings removable, just pop them off and store the fuselage. But I want to go ahead and mechanically seal these wings in there. You're going to have to be able to make some kind of a spar assembly there for it to keep the wings up, because it loses dihedral a little bit once you plug these holes here. Once you get the bottom wing on, it'll be pretty much up flush anyway. This is just the wing half. I just want to show you why you're going to put that spar on there. See how it goes up? That's what it should be. Not like this. So that's what we're going to be doing, a live action video. And I'm going to post another video, live action. It'll be the painting of my S&J by Texas. I'm going to go ahead off camera. I'm going to assemble. There's not very many parts to it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and assemble the undercarriage and all the parts to it, and sand down the seams a little bit using my sanding stick. And I'll use a buffer stick too to buff out the scratches and take it outside and give it a shot of white primer. And we're going to have live action by painting this thing tonight. So you're going to have two live actions back to back. Okay. Then I'll hop on those ADs over there and get them all sanded down. I got the new one I'm working on now, the Korean War version. I think is ready to be primed. And I've got the other one back there, which is going to be North America, South American Vietnamese Air Force markings. It's going to be sanded down. I'm going to paint white underneath it. It's going to be gold gray on top. But I did some research. Those decals they give you with that kit, they are South Vietnamese decals. And I've seen them on the camouflage version and also the gold gray version. Funny thing about the South Vietnamese, they were very discouraged they couldn't get jets. So we gave them ADs instead, called them SPADs or Sandies. And when I was aboard the USS Goriskany, the Big O, and I can remember he had a squadron of South Vietnamese Air Force pilots that were learning take takeoffs on an 86 on a deck of a carrier. They did a good job. Those people are so small. You had, I remember I watched an aviation bosun's mate grab some kind of a, yeah, it was a parachute. So you stick it under his keister to boost him up so he could see. Because those people are about 5'3", 5'2". They're very small. They ain't big like us. And they need a little lift. So I remember seeing them do that a couple times. But I'm going to get on his ADs. Okay, I've been talking too long here. It's time to get some action. No bullshit talking. We're going to switch cameras over there. We're going to go ahead and cut out some spars. And we're going to cement them for the wings. And we're going to join the wings together. And after that, we're going to go ahead and spot that fuselage down where it needs putty. Then we're going to go to the S&J and get that bad boy painted. I will have this thing assembled off camera and primed. So stay posted for these two videos. I have one for you right now. Okay, guys. So camera's friendly. Join me for about a good hour or whatever it's going to be. And grab your favorite kit and join along with me and watch or just build a kit with me and listen to my gibberish and enjoy. It's Good Friday. My brother's home from the VA. He went to the store to get some groceries and stuff. So I'm pretty good spirits. He's pretty good spirits. I hope you're all good spirits. We're all going to be good spirits together. That's the spirit, Frank. Get the other camera going. Here we go, boys. Take it away, Frankie.
Okay, here he is, fellas. Okay, right before you hear, these are the wing halves. I got one wing ready to assemble and prepared, ready to go. This one here needs sanding. There's a molding plug right here. I know there's a knuck right here. I gotta file it off so it's nice and flush across here. This is the bottom wing half. It fits over like this. Now, I went ahead and I want to go put spars in this thing. I already made 2 spars already. They're ready to be installed. And this wing here is also ready to be sanded down and prepared, ready to be assembled. Okay, we'll carefully move that out of the way. This is the finished wing right here, which I got done. And I put the spars in there. I use ACC glue on there, make sure it's good flat on there. When you put the wing on top there, it's going to push out a little bit more or less like this. It'll straighten out. Because I don't want that wingtip sagging like an old hen. That's one thing bad about these things. They should incorporate stiffeners here. But we deal with resin. That's the nature of the beast. So thank God they gave you some wing halves right here. That you can be able to put spars into it. And they fit pretty nicely. It fits real good. I sand that knuck off right there. It's all sanded off. That is real close up here with you. I got a little more sanding right here. I'm going to go ahead and assemble this wing half right here. Yeah, you're going to make these spars. I made it out of sheet plastic right here. Did the same thing in the Glowmaster. I straightened out the wing eventually. I want the storage today to get a couple things out of there. I'm going to finish up on. And I checked the Glowmaster wing in there and it's still pretty well straight. It hasn't bowed on me. But like I say, it's a shame, you know, you pay good money for something like this, but resin is resin. You got to deal with it. Okay, right now I'm gonna go ahead and the sanding board here and sand this down right across here. Sand this taper down a little bit here so that we can fill flush across here the tip right here. Yeah, it's a good idea to put spars in these things, guys. Don't be bashful. Sheet plastic is cheap. And it's good stuff to use for filling. Right here. Just a little more there. So we can take a little smidgen off here so it'll bring that tip down so it's flush on the outside of the wingtip. Excellent. Yeah. Yes, it did. Okay. Put a closure of the wing here. Huh. A little more here needs sanded. Wrap this video, stay posted because I'll be doing a live action painting of the S&J by Aurora. And I've got that thing all ready to go. Oh, I see now. I follow it now. Okay. Just bear with me for a few minutes, fellas. I gotta do a little more sanding here, get this thing down more. Need to go down just a hair more. Just about. We had a busy day at the job today, guys. It was busy, busy, busy all day. These people, they just like to eat like no tomorrow. Never see people eating like you do out here. I know they're my customers and they pay our salary or anything like that. I think I disapprove of them because they got money, you know. They can afford to do it. But the thing about it is, our nation's in very grave condition and they out there spending money like nothing happening. They remind you of the people of the Titanic. They were warned. So there ain't no damn lifeboats here. And they finally found out there ain't no lifeboats. They had plenty of time to vacate the ship. They decided not to. We're going to stay right here. Besides, this thing's unsinkable. We ain't going nowhere. Okay, guys. That's a good spar right there. That's strong. Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some glue here. Some cryolite glue here. Wonderful. A little bit of here, a little bit of ACC right here. I'm filling the thing with resin right here. It fills in that joint and it gives extra strength. I got a commenter on my S&J I had. The dog's barking all the time out there. I had the door open, you know, to keep the place aired out. That dog just barks at everything. My apologies for that, guys. Pretty smooth right there. Okay. It's already adding this crazy swing together. Hey, this glue works very good on resin. It really does. It don't take that much either. I meant to make a live action this yesterday. I was so tired because I was working all day long. Stayed up all night long. So I decided to prepare this video with my S&J by going ahead, getting all primed, put together, ready to go for painting. That's where it's at now. It's ready to be painted. So we'll do that next. It won't take long to do this wing here. I can feel that thing tight up against that spar. That's what I like. Like I say, you guys, get yourselves some cheap plastic. That stuff is cheap, don't cost that much. You guys can see what the hell I'm doing here. I got a very bad habit of there. Damn. It's pretty tight in there with that spar. That's what it's got to be to make this thing work. Yeah, sticking pretty good so far. Boy, I clamped it on there. Wow, boy, this thing doesn't want to comply. Let it dry there for a couple seconds, fellas. I think I like the cigar right here. Yeah, it's probably just a little tight there, but like I say, that wing is straight. I can see it. It's getting straight. But I don't like that thing sagging the wingtip. I pulled out working that globe master I had not seen on my first one I did. Damn. Yeah, a little time consuming, guys. Boy, I tell you, I'm having a hell of a time here. I'm gonna take about a couple minutes, guys, off camera right here. I'll be right back. Just hang loose there. Okay, fellas, I'm back. I'm very deeply sorry about that. I had to do that off camera right there because I was fiddling with it. I finally got it straight there. I found the problem was there's a alignment peg that stuck out in the wing. That's funny. They give you alignment pegs for the wings, but the fuselage they don't. So I had to cut that alignment peg off and squeeze in the wing. I got my forceps clip right here until the glue dries. And this wing is right about done. It's got to sand down a little bit. Do a little sanding here and there. Sand down the edges, keep it from sanding, filling in everything. This thing goes together very easy, no problem. Just like I said, I put that spar on that wing. I think it's pretty straight now. It's a lot more better than it was. Yeah, just right. All that resin sand right there, that powder, I take the ACC glue and just fill it in right there. Works like a filling agent and gives extra strength too for the wing, so that darn wing trailing edge don't pop out on me. Yeah. I'm gonna let that drive a couple minutes. We'll give it the next wing. I'll put that over here somewhere so it's out of harm's way. Put it over next to my S&J. Okay, we're gonna get to the fuselage. After I get the wings on, I'm gonna go ahead and spot up the fuselage. I gotta have filler right there it needs, crossing here. A little bit of filler right across here, not much. Let's go spotting out. You got to spot out the highlights in here where you missed it with your pillar. And sand and prime again. The next one, we'll go ahead and get the fuselage all masked off and put it in here and just fill around here. The thing is extremely heavy. So I'm going to go ahead after I get the wings on there. Before I add the wings on there, I'm going to go ahead and get this fuselage all completely finished. I just go ahead and plug in the wings and get those filled in to the fuselage. And the fun part, put those engine nacelles on and an undercarriage. Then we'll prime it up and get it all painted. Yeah, it's okay now, guys. Yeah, I think it's straight. Yeah, the spars do help. I figured they would. Okay, I'm gonna back off of the trailing edge a little bit where I got it clamped off and give it a little extra HTC to fill in the resin dust. Resin dust acts like a filling agent. It really works. These airplanes, their resin kits are a lot more different to assemble than plastic are. But like I said in the beginning of the video, is you got to put primer on this before you paint. You just can't take for granted as a piece of plastic and go ahead and airbrush. You don't, because that's will come out up just like that. Then you take some wet dry sandpaper like this, and you just scuff the wings up like that. Because you have to worry about the scratches on that you're standing on here, is because they're going to be filled in with primer anyway. So the reason why you got to do that is so that you'd be able to have a surface for the primer paint to stick to. Because resin, man, all it is nothing but solidified petroleum. And that's how it solidifies to a hard state like it is right now. And it has oil in it and stuff like that. You got to wash it off after you scuff up the fuselage. You go ahead and paint. Once the primer's on there, it ain't gonna come off. Then you got a surface to paint. Lucky enough, this thing is only one color, aluminum only. No white upper planing with a black sheet stripe. All natural aluminum. Takes a little buffer thing here. Gotta give the plastic a little bit of something to grasp through. Bust out the plastic. All the scratches on there. You don't want to use no doggone regular sandpaper because you'll scratch the plastic and tear it up. Like this is fine right here, just scuffed up, like this. Yep, you see the scuff in it. See that scuff right there? Just scuff it up. That way that primer has something to stick to. After it's scuffed up, you wash it off with hot soap and water. I already primed the inside there and painted that wheel well right there. This thing's got a weird bogey system. Yeah. We'll get these wings all done, and we'll go ahead and start to have a little filler across here, places where it needs. Spot up the fuselage, and we'll get the S&J going. Yeah. So like I say, take your sandpaper, just give it a good once over with it. Buff up, sand out the resin down so it's scuffed up, so you have a little grabbing action for the primer. Another reason too, you want to wash this off before you, after it's scuffed up, you want to wash it, let it dry natural until it's all dry, then you go ahead and prime it. Because I tell you one thing about resin is, I remember working for Rick's Models, he had other resin blanks. And these kits there that he had were all resin kits and stuff. I never fooled resin before. So as I was painting it, the resin with the primer, it left spots on there like it wasn't mixing right, as if it was water and gasoline mixed together. It kind of spread apart. Now I found it was, so you didn't wash out the oil from the resins. Yeah, fill that wing. Okay guys, we'll get the other one to go on here. I'll show you something right here. We might as well hook up that Plug in that wing right there I just finished. I think it's the starboard wing. Nope, I was wrong. The port wing. What the hell? What's going on here now? There, I knew I had it in last night. I was going to go ahead and take this thing and leave the wings, make them removable to pull out, but for storage, but too short of pegs right there, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the side of the fuselage. That's going to be done after this thing is all spotted out and is re-sanded again. Then I'll go ahead and add the wings to the fuselage. But after the wings are done, I'm going to have to go ahead and like I say, spot out the fuselage where the putty's at. Okay, let's get this other wing going. Then we let it dry, and we'll prepare for the S&J live action video with me giving it a paint job. I'd like to prepare everything before I get the video going here. Okay. Setting out the end of that wingtip right here to get some of that darn knucks off that thing. Boy, those spars did make it look good. That wing is all right. Okay, I got these two spars that I made. I will place them inside there. First, I got to sand this knuck off right here. Then we'll get the wings joined together. I painted inside the interior of the landing gear well. We had a busy day at work, fellas. Real busy day. Man, the way these people spend money, it's really crazy. I don't think they know what they're doing. They're setting themselves up for a big slap in the face where they spend money, knowing this country is in grave condition. Something could happen. You lose their jobs. A lot of these people got these CEO jobs. Hell, they haul in. I speculate they probably bring in anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000 a week they bring in. Probably more than that. I remember my father told me one time when I was a young lad. He said, son, the more money you make, the more you spend. But like I say, these people will regret it. If they ever lose their job, these people have had it. They'll come and get their car, come and get the house. Credit cards collectors will be calling them 24/7, heckling them day in and day out. And they'd be selling everything they got just to be able to put food on the table and be able to pay electric bill or so. And after they get your horse, they'll come and get your barn. Those repo boys are very fast. Don't take them long to have your car. That's one job I wouldn't want to do. had a buddy of mine. He didn't pay his bills. He always bragged all the money he had in his pocket all the time. I said, God darn, don't you ever put that money in the bank? And he goes, I sometimes do, sometimes I don't. Most of the time I don't. He said, I'm just, want to have a good time right now. And I said, I can see that. But the dumb cluck couldn't pay his rent and stuff like that. I mean, pay his house payments and his car payment. They come and got his car. That quick. He said, I didn't even see him come, Frank. Because they're watching him. They're like a hawk of the telephone wires. Watching every move you make. When the coast is clear, that's when they go for the kill. They're stealth, buddy. They come and get you, they hook up real quick and just dab you, you're gone. The only way you get your car back is you got to pay cash for what you owe on it. Otherwise, you're not going to get it back. They'll go ahead and sell it on shares auction. You'll never get it back. Anything of yours inside that car is not yours no more. Because they repo those things. They're in an area somewhere you don't know where's at. They lock it up inside of a goddamn garage somewhere. You don't know where it's at. You don't even have a clue. All you know you've been had, you lost your car. One thing about this resin, when you sand, it sure gives off an odor. Yeah, I'll get this far there now. Got that spar in there. That's strong. I'll tell you one thing about resin, it loves it quite like glue, it really does. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. What the hell? I got filled up with sheet plastic. No problem. Nice fit. Yeah, I gotta put some sheet plastic in there. Fill that in. Glue in there. What the pretty good. That's probably worked out pretty good. That one did. This wing's a little tight, not too tight. Not how tight the other one was. Boy, I sure pulled that wing out of that wing warp out where it was. It's almost done, guys. I got to fill in this wing tippet. Over here, I got to fill it with sheet styrene. Beautiful. That's all done. See right there? Gotta fill it in. Show you how you do that. Same down the edge right here. So it's all feathered in nicely. Well, that wing is straight too. Man, I'm glad I put those spars in that thing. Yeah. I'm pretty happy. See how I filled it in? Never use filler. Never use this or anything to fill in gaps like that, because it'll shrink on you. And you can't add strength with filler. It's just filler. Filler's used for to fill in this, fill in the gaps and stuff. This is, gotta use styrene. This thing is perfect now. See? You gotta use this. It's flush. You got your filler. So you have your filler. When it sands down, it'll be like Houdini. It's gone. Okay, alrighty. Right there, my friends, is the done of the wings. I will join them once the fuselage has been completely spun up with putty and sanded and reprimed again. Then let's go ahead and plug. I'll sand this up first, then go ahead and add the wings to it, and we'll go from there. Next video, the wings will be at video 4 will be the wings will be added to the fuselage. The fuselage will be respotted for holidays and reprimed, and the wings will be glued to the fuselage. Next live video will be adding the engine nacelles to this thing. There you go, gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and return the camera back to me on the other end to finish up the video. And so give you guys a little intermission time. Come right back to me and we're going to do the paint job on the Aurora 148 scale S&J Harvard or Texan or whatever. So we're going to get that going for you too. Get all my tools cleaned up first before I start doing anything. Okay, gang, we're going to switch cameras right now. Okay, guys, that's it right there. So stay posted for the next live action. I have the paint job of the AT6 Texan, S&J, Harvard, whatever you want to call it. So I got that coming for you up live next video here. But just load up. Okay. I got the wings all done. I let them dry overnight. And tonight, after this video number 2 comes up on the Texan, I'm going to go ahead and start spotting out this fuselage right here. And tomorrow I'll sand and reprime again. And I'll go ahead and add the wings, and I'll help fill them in too and everything. And so next video will be of the wings will be installed, all filled, ready to go, primed, and ready for painting. So next video will be the more conclusion by adding the engine nacelles and the engines and everything. So stay posted there halfway. That'll be for tomorrow. Okay. As a review of the wings, using the other camera. And we'll give you a little summary how this airplane looks with the wings on. Looks pretty good. See how straight that wing is? Before it was bowed down. That's what I say, you got to put spars in these wings. Get yourself a sheet plastic. Sheet plastic costs nothing. You got to have spars. Because this is a long wing right here. You know, if you don't, it'll look like this, and it won't look right. They have a little of a bow to it because you got a long wing on it. Like that in the B-52, but once the airplane comes airborne, the wing will come back up because the airfoil goes around the wing. Okay, I'm going to set this over here. I'll let it dry overnight. I got both pencil putty right there. That's the only filler there is in this wing he needs right there. And I add a little bit on the edges here too, a little bit. On the edges there, little places like that.
So let that go. We got that coming. Okay, that'll be it right there. So stay posted for video. Well, S&J, the next live action video. So I got that coming for you right now. I'm gonna get some chow right now and get everything prepared, ready for the paint session of the S&J. It'll be live action number 2 for it. So this is the conclusion of live action number 3 for the RV6 Constitution, the Navy's post-war transport. And so I'll have more on that tomorrow, so stay posted for more on the RV6. Then we'll move on. I got those ADs I'll be doing. I got the ADs up in the back room back there. Get broken. So I can keep this place occupied. Oh yeah, and next week comes up, we'll have some live action on the Seaview. And we got it all wired up, so we've got to finish up putting the wiring on it. And we're ready to go. My brother worked hard to get all the wiring on that thing. That looks real nice. I like that. Very happy. Okay, this is Frankie Day Models. Take care of mama. Take care of the little ones. Drive wisely. Spend wisely. Beware of your surroundings and such. Please say your prayers. And God bless you all. And thank you for all new those subscribers for your wonderful candor, reviews, and comments. I'm deeply honored again. This is Frankie Day signing off. So stay posted for live action with the S&J via Aurora. Okay, guys, that's it right there. So stay posted for the next live action. I have the paint job of the AT6 Texan, S&J, Harvard, whatever you want to call it. So I got that coming for you up live next video here. But just load up. Okay, I got the wings all done. I let them dry overnight. And tonight, after this video number 2 comes up on the Texan, I'm going to go ahead and start spotting out this fuselage right here. And tomorrow I'll sand and reprime again. And I'll go ahead and add the wings. And I'll help fill them in too and everything. And so next video will be of the wings will be installed, all filled, ready to go, primed and ready for painting. So next video will be the more say conclusion by adding the engine SLs and the engines and everything. So stay posted there halfway. That'll be for tomorrow. Okay. As a review of the wings, using the other camera. And we'll give you a little summary how this airplane looks with the wings on. Looks pretty good. See how straight that wing is? Before it was bowed down. That's what I say. You got to put spars in these wings. Get yourself a sheet plastic. Sheet plastic costs nothing. You got to have spars. Because this is a long wing right here. You know, if you don't, it'll look like this, and it won't look right. They have a little of a bow to it because they got a long wing on it, like that in the B-52. But once the airplane comes airborne, the wing will come back up because the airfoil goes around the wing. Okay, I'm going to set this over here. I'll let it dry overnight. I got both tensile putty right there. That's the only filter resistance wing he needs right there. And I add a little bit on the edges here too, a little bit. On the edges there, little places like that. So let that go. We got that coming. Okay, that'll be it right there. So stay posted for video. Well, S&J, the next live action video. So I got that coming for you right now. I'm gonna get some chow right now and get everything prepared, ready for the paint session of the S&J. There'll be live action number 2 for it. So this is the conclusion of live action number 3 for the RV6 Constitution, the Navy's post-war transport. And so I'll have more on that tomorrow, so stay posted for more on the RV6, and we'll move on. I got those ADs I'll be doing. I got the ADs up in the back room back there. I get broken. So I can keep this place occupied. Oh yeah, and next week comes up, we'll have some live action on the Seaview. And we got it all wired up, so we've got to finish up putting the wiring on it. And we're ready to go. My brother worked hard to get all the wiring on that thing. That looks real nice. I like that. Very happy. Okay, this is Frankie Day Models. Take care of mama. Take care of the little ones. Drive wisely. Spend wisely. Beware of your surroundings and such. Please say your prayers. And God bless you all. And thank you for all of those subscribers for your wonderful candor, reviews, and comments. I'm deeply honored again. This is Frankie Day signing off. So stay posted for live action with the S&J via Aurora.